Hello students, welcome back to this botany class. Today in this video we will talk about the female reproductive part of the flower, that is pistil, Megasporangium, and commonly it is known as ovule, and then the embryo stage. So we will discuss all these three in this video. Okay, now let us see what is pistil. Okay, let me first draw the structure of this pistil here. So pistil is this one, the female reproductive part of this flower, or we call this one as pistil also, and then carpel also. We can call it by both these names. And then collection of this pistil or carpel, or a group of this pistil or carpel, or the entire pistil, we can call it gynoecium. Okay, gynoecium. You know that already. Now, in some flowers, like you might find only one pistil or only one carpel. If that's the case, then that type of flowers are called monocarpellary. Okay, if they have only one pistil, then they are called as monocarpellary. And if they have more than one pistil, then they are called multicarpellary. And sometimes these pistils, they might be either fused or fused together or free. Okay? They might be separate. So if they are fused together, if they are fused carpels, then they are called as syncarpous. And if the carpels are free, then it is called apocarpous. So basing on this, the structure of this pistil, like flowers, can be of different types: apocarpous apocarpous flower, syncarpous flower, multicarpellary flower, monocarpellary flower, like that. Okay. Now we will talk about this pistil in very detail. Okay. The tip of this pistil is called the stigma. This is the style. This long slender part is called the style, and then the basal bulging part is called the ovary. Okay, so this is the structure of this pistil. Pistil has got three parts, that is stigma, style, and ovary. Now, inside this ovary, you will find this ovarian cavity. Okay. Okay, let me draw the bigger picture of this pistil. So the structure of this pistil looks like this, with a stigma at the tip, a long slender part called the style, and a basal bulge part called the ovary. Okay. Now inside this ovary, you'll find the ovarian cavity. This is the ovary. Here you'll find the ovarian cavity. This is the ovarian. And inside this ovarian cavity, you'll find this placenta. This is the space between this placenta and the ovary is called the ovarian cavity, and now this one is the placenta. Now to this placenta, it will be like there will be one structure attached to it called the ovule. Now this is the main part. This is the ovule. So stigma, style, and ovary. Inside the ovary, you will have an ovarian cavity, and inside this ovarian cavity, you will have a membrane called this placenta, and to this placenta there will be one structure attached to it. So this is the attachment, and then this structure, the inside one, the innermost one, this is called the ovule or the Megasporangium. Okay, so this ovule is attached to this placenta by a stalk called funicle. Okay, so ovule attaches to the placenta by a stalk called this funicle, and the funicle attaches this ovule at the junction called the hilum. Okay, so this is the junction where funicle attaches with the ovule. Now in this ovule they have these integuments. These are the integuments. Integuments means just the covering, okay, cover. Now inside these integuments you will find another layer called the nucellus. Okay, let me just write it down here. Nucellus. And inside this nucellus, at last you'll find a structure called the. This will develop into embryo sac. Now this nucellus stores acts as a food reserve. It stores lots of like a food reserve and then gives nourishment for the developing embryo. Okay, so this is the structure of this pistil. There is one more thing. These integuments enclose this nucellus. It surrounds everywhere, but then only at the tip. Except at the tip, these integuments are absent. And then this portion is called the micropyle. Okay, and opposite to this micropyle is the chalaza. So this part is called the chalaza. Now this ovule, they generally have a single embryo sac. Okay, this is the embryo sac, single embryo sac that is formed from the megaspore. So now let us see how this megaspore develops into this embryo sac or this female gametophyte, and let us also see how from where these megaspores are formed. So the next topic will be megasporogenesis. Megasporogenesis means the formation of megaspores. Okay, so how the formation of megaspores takes place. Now this is the ovule. Okay, so from ovule, inside this ovule, near this micropylar region, the ovule usually differentiates. Differentiates means like the cells keep on dividing and then give rise to. Okay, so ovules differentiates and then give rise to this a single this one megaspore mother cell. Okay, ovule give rise to megaspore mother cell, or we can call it MMC. Okay, in the last video we have also talked about this microspore mother cell. Okay, when we talk about this male reproductive part, we are going to use the term microspore, and if we are talking about the female reproductive part, then we are going to use the term megaspore. Okay, so inside the ovule, this ovule keeps on dividing and then it differentiates into megaspore mother cell. Okay, so this megaspore mother cell is a large cell containing dense cytoplasm and a prominent nucleus. Okay, so megaspore mother cell MMC is a very big cell, large cell containing a nucleus. And then this megaspore mother cell undergoes this meiotic division. Suppose this is the megaspore mother cell. Okay, it's large and then it has got one nucleus. So this is megaspore mother cell. So they undergo meiosis and then give rise to two cells. Okay, two cells. Again, they will give rise to they will undergo this meiosis and then they will give rise to 4 haploid cells. Okay, 4 haploid cells, or this one like 4 megaspores. Okay, or megaspores. So megaspore mother cell, which is formed inside this ovule, they undergo meiosis and then give rise to 4 haploid cells or 4 megaspore. So out of these 4, 3 is going to degenerate. Okay, this 3 will degenerate and then we are left with only 1 megaspore. Okay, so this is how megaspore is formed. Okay, this megaspore is formed in the ovule at the micropylar region. Okay, from this megaspore mother cell. Now this is the only functional functional megaspore. So from here only, this functional megaspore, they will develop into embryo sac. They will later on they will undergo some processes and then they will develop into embryo sac. So now this functional megaspore, they will develop into female gametophyte or the embryo sac. Now let us see how this process takes place. Now the same thing, megaspore mother cell, I'll draw here. Megaspore mother cell with one nucleus. Okay, so here they will undergo mitosis. Okay, they will divide mitotically and then give rise to two nuclei. And again they will undergo another mitosis, giving rise to, and then when they divide, these two nuclei will just go towards the poles, and then here again they will divide again mitotically. This one also. So we have 4 cells. This is called 2 nucleate stage. This is 4 nucleate stage, and again another one more mitosis, and then they will give rise to eight nucleate stage. So these are all mitosis only. Mitosis. Here in the earlier case, this was meiosis. Okay. So after all these divisions are free nuclear. Free nuclear means like there is no cell wall formation immediately. Okay, only after the 8 nucleate stage. Okay, there are 4 nuclei each. So out of these 4 nuclei, one from here and then one from here will be sent towards the central region. Okay, so we are left with only 3 cells here, 3 nuclei, and then like once these 2 are sent towards the center, there will be cell wall formation. Cell wall formation will take place only after the 8 nucleate stage. Okay, so when these 2 nuclei are sent towards this center, like these are called polar nuclei. Okay, and then the apparatus that we have are like towards the micropyle. If this is the towards the micropylar region, then we will have egg apparatus. Okay, so this whole apparatus is called egg apparatus, and then in this egg apparatus we have 2 synergids. Okay, synergids, and this is the egg cell. Okay, so this is how this takes place, and at the other end, towards the opposite end, we have 3 cells that is called the antibodies. So we call this one as antibodies. Now if we look at this structure, here how many nuclei do we see? We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we see 8 nuclei. And how many cells? 1 big cell, 2 cell, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 cells. So even though this is the structure of a embryo sac, or this is the structure of the mature female gametophyte. The term embryo sac and female gametophyte is for the same thing. Okay, it's same. So this is the structure of embryo sac. So this is how this functional megaspore undergoes all these processes and then develops into embryo sac. Okay, so this embryo sac, even though they have 8 nuclei, they are 7-celled state. So they have 8 nuclei and then 7 cells. So this is the complete structure of this embryo sac.